Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Sunday, February 2nd. The Royal Rumble went down last night, and you're asking yourself, well, what just happened? Ladies and gentlemen, a lot happened, and we gotta really get into it. We have 4 matches on the show, obviously, because the Royal Rumbles usually run anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, but let's dive into the first match of the evening, which was the Women's Royal Rumble. And ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear from my voice, clearly I am very disappointed in the winner because Charlotte Flair won. This was pretty much to be expected. I picked either her or Jordynne Grace to win, and there were some moments in this Rumble that were very, very much enjoyable. The true star of the Royal Rumble, of the Women's Royal Rumble, was Chelsea Green. She was absolutely fantastic, interacting with everyone. Io Sky and Liv Morgan started things off 1 and 2. And once Chelsea Green got in, she was absolutely fantastic, interacting with all the girls. Trying to get into like a whole little black girl magic thing, invited to the cookout with Bianca, Naomi Lash, and Jada Parker. B-Fab, all of them. It was good. Maxine Dupree and Ivy Now could continue their story. The Pure Future Collective got time to shine. Raquel and Liv did their thing. Nia picked her moments and was absolutely dominant. We got a return in Alexa Bliss. She came out with the doll and Lily, so we'll see where that goes. Jordynne Grace showed up and gave a death rally driver to Piper Niven, which was absolutely fantastic. Her and Naomi had a brief moment. Trish Stratus returned. Nikki Bella was number 30, and then Charlotte Flair. Like, she got pyro for her Rumble entrance. Think about that. She got no one gets pyro. No one. No, she got a full-on welcome back entrance. Roxanne Perez was absolutely fantastic. She was the other true star of the Royal Rumble. NXT woman got time to shine. Sooner rather than later, Roxanne has to be called up to the main roster. But yeah, Charlotte Flair won, which means she's going to WrestleMania again, and I'm sorry to say this looks like Tiffany Stratton's reign is coming to an end because Charlotte Flair always wins. Ladies and gentlemen, there have been 8 women's Royal Rumble matches. So when it comes to WrestleMania 41 this year, that'll be the 8th women's winner, right? Charlotte Flair will have been in 5 of the 8 matches. Not this is in no particular order. Bianca won, she challenged Sasha Banks. Ronda won, she challenged Charlotte. Rhea won, she challenged Charlotte. Becky won, she challenged Rhea. Bayley won, she challenged Io. Asuka won, she challenged Charlotte. Charlotte won, she challenged Rhea. And now Charlotte's won again. So, I mean, they could run it back with Charlotte Rhea round 3, but I digress. It sucked. It sucked seeing Charlotte Flair once again come back, be the stale, corny, boring person that she is, and to get another title shot, gets another main event. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. Let's get into the surprise entrance and returns. Roxanne Perez was absolutely fantastic. She came in. B-Fab, who didn't declare, she got some time to shine. We got Zoe Stark. These are some people that didn't declare. Lash Legend of Metaphor showed up. She was pretty good. Maxine Dupree, Jada Parker, Jordynne Grace, who kept trying to tell us she wasn't going to be in the Rumble. Michin, Alexa Bliss made her return. Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, both from NXT, got time to shine. The NXT woman did really, really great. Trish Stratus was in there, and Nikki Bella into that number 30. Overall, the Women's Royal Rumble is honestly gets a C+. Like, there are better Women's Royal Rumbles, but it really gets downgraded because of who won. No one wants to see Charlotte Flair at another main event. This just absolutely sucks. Then we had the 2 out of 3 falls tag team match with DIY defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against the Motor City Machine Guns, and I wanted this to be more. I really wanted this to be much, much more. 2 out of 3 falls match with these 4 dudes that know each other so well, and it just felt like a fine tag team match, and it could have been so much more. But ultimately, the story comes down to, we get to the third fall. DIY snuck a really good first fall. Motor Champions got the second fall. As we get to the third fall, this match is coming to a close, and then two men in black hoodies showed up, and it was none other than Angelo Dawkins and Montez for the Street Profits. And they helped DIY win only because they want to be the ones to take the championship off of DIY. Remember, DIY were the ones who attacked the Motor City, attacked the Street Profits, and they attacked everybody. And this was a good look for them. The seriousness, this new attitude absolutely works for them. And we had the WWE Championship as Cody Rhodes defended against Kevin Owens in a ladder match. And ladies and gentlemen, this was one of the best ladder matches that the WWE has done in a very long time. These two dudes absolutely wrecked each other. Now, the story makes no sense because Kevin Owens is not wrong in his anger. He's not wrong for what he said. He is telling the truth. Cody Rhodes is wrong. Cody Rhodes helped Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes, you're supposed to be a friend of Kevin Owens, and yet you helped Roman Reigns. That will never not be true. Kevin Owens is in the right here. But excluding the stupid ass story, this match was absolutely fantastic. There were brutal spots. Man, these dudes fell on ladders, off of ladders, on top of ladders, under ladders, going through tables. This honestly would have done well on like AEW TNA. That's how good it was. And Cody snapped and showed no mercy against his supposed friend. Sami Zayn came out to help. Not even to help. What happened was these two dudes beat the holy hell out of each other. And KO was going to give Cody a package power driver on top of a table. And Cody countered that and gave him an Alabama slam through a ladder. And KO was dead. Did not move. Bloodied, beaten. Cody snapped, and Sami was checking on his friend. And Cody won, grabbed the belts. Crazy. I knew Cody was going to win. I just think WWE has a tendency to not take their ball and run with it and go with the hot hand. They messed up last year when they established the World Heavyweight Championship and they did not put the belt on Shinsuke Nakamura when he was feuding with Seth Rollins. You could have had Shinsuke be champion for 3, 4, 5 months. Seth could have got the belt back at either the Rumble or the Chamber. And they could have done the same thing with Kevin Owens here. Kevin Owens should have won the championship at Saturday Night's Main Event. Maybe even before that, and hold the belt up here up until the Rumble and have this ladder match, and Cody get the belt back and then go on to WrestleMania. But no, this was a great match. I just don't know where they go with Kevin Owens after this. What justification can they give him here? But ladies and gentlemen, the match of the evening, the drama, the intrigue, ladies and gentlemen, the men's Royal Rumble. And who won the men's Royal Rumble? We'll get to that. We will get to that. But this was really good. It opened up with Ray and Penta. They showed some love to each other, and then got down to business. Number 3 was Chad Gable, and the ring just started filling up with luchadors and all of Gable's enemies. Like, it was Ray, it was Andrade, it was Santos, it was Penta, it was Otis, and it was just a beat on Chad Gable party. And the ring started filling up, and we had some really good moments. But the true story came down to the really big players of the match. So as we move to the end of the match, we've got Cena, Roman, Jacob Fatu, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Jey Uso. We are really putting in some work here. Jacob Fatu was a monster. Any match with Jacob Fatu is a big match. Him and Roman had a face-off. But the true story here is the interlocking story of the hate that Punk, Rollins, Drew, and Roman all have for each other. that even though Seth and Punk hates each other, the story of Seth and Roman is much, much more, and that caused both of them to get eliminated by Logan Paul. And once Roman, Seth, and Punk were gone, it came down to Logan, Jay, and Cena. And ladies and gentlemen, we all assumed that Cena was going to win. You're going to pick Cena. They're telling the story of him winning the 17th World Championship, but then Logan Paul got eliminated. I'm like, okay, it's Jay and it's Cena. And ladies and gentlemen, Jey Uso eliminates John Cena and wins the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble. And Jey Uso is the one going to WrestleMania. A few weeks ago, Jay told Gunther that beating him for the World Championship wasn't purely about the championship, but it was about earning the name, truly convincing himself that he is main event Jey Uso, that he was more than just a tag team wrestler. And when Jay rejoined the Bloodline, he told Roman that we are equals. Things are going to be different here. And once all the hatred got out of the ring of Seth and Roman and Punk and Drew, Jey Uso won. Jey Uso was going to WrestleMania, and Cena showed him love, raised his hand, gave him a pep talk like this was good. And now Jay's going to challenge Gunther. And here's the thing. I know people are upset, but this fits so many good stories. Cena can go on to win the Chamber. Mania has so many different ways they can go with Roman, Punk, Jacob. All like I'm expecting a Jacob versus Roman match. Punk, Drew, and Seth in a fatal 4-way, or it looks like we might even get Drew versus Logan Paul. I don't know, but it's going to be really, really good. And the thing with Gunther is Gunther always underestimates and overlooks his opponents, and that's what has been his Achilles heel. He did it with Sammy. He's done it with Priest. Only people he's kind of really showed respect to is maybe Sheamus, maybe Drew. But now Jay and Gunther can run it back. And the one thing I do hate about the Royal Rumble is that after the person wins, they immediately decide who they're going to face at WrestleMania. So you're telling me between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, the world title is just not going to change hands? What kind of sense does that make? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Bray Wyatt won the WWE Championship at the Chamber and then lost it at WrestleMania. So the title has changed hands. So I just don't like that. Like, you're telling me Rhea can't lose, or Tiffany can't lose, or Cody can't lose between now and WrestleMania. That makes your reign stale. But Jey Uso is going to WrestleMania. Let's get into the surprises and returns for the Men's Royal Rumble. And people that didn't declare but were in the match: Otis, Akira Tozawa. Tozawa got knocked out by Melo Hayes, like, hard. And they taken Tozawa to the back, and I'm like, yo, someone's got to replace Tozawa. And for some reason, iShow Speed was in the back, that scumbag. But he got absolutely murdered by Braun Breaker. Good celebrity spot, whatever. Who else? Number 15, we got Say His Name and He Appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry was number 15, showed up. The fans went crazy. This was absolutely great for TNA. Surprising that they couldn't get Masha Slamovich into the Women's Royal Rumble, but Joe Hendry showed up. Nobody from NXT. The NXT Women's Division was there, but nobody from NXT Men's Division. No Trick, no Tony, no Obafemi. I would have loved to see Obafemi in the Rumble. AJ Styles made his return. So we will see what goes down. WrestleMania 41 is looking very, very interesting. But that is our show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Come back for the Hybrid Wrestling Recap. We're going to get the February schedule, all this good stuff. I'll see you when I see you. This is the Royal Rumble 2025. What just